Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And welcome back. I'm off today. It's October 28, 2024, Monday. And it's getting to the end of the year where we need to take off time or use our time or lose it. So here I am. And I've been working two jobs here lately, so I haven't been on here. And all the tarot decks I was going to buy in October have been pushed back to middle or end of November, except for a couple which haven't come out yet. So I haven't got any decks hardly in the mail either, and I'm still waiting on a crap ton of Kickstarter that just keeps getting pushed back and back and back. We'll see what happens there. It feels like three of the four I'm still waiting on. Let's see. Let me see here. I got the Unicorn's Journey Tarot. Yeah, I have four others that I backed. One was almost 2 years ago. I still don't have. They just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. They're now saying that they actually have decks on the way to them. I believe it when I see it. Anyway, and then I have three others, and all of them are either November or December. It looks like I'm going to get them. So we'll see. But I've been doing a bunch of tags here lately, and I've found two more tags. I did the Twilight tag and then the Beetlejuice tag. And I found a couple more here I want to do also. So I'm off today. I'm not doing anything. I cleaned my house all this weekend, so I don't really I just have a few things in my living room to pick up. So I don't really have a lot to do. So I thought I would catch up on some videos. And this one is going to be the hashtag tarot emoji match. It's a VR to Simply Han, and I'll post that link below. But there's 10 prompts based on emojis, I guess. And I will tell you that it's funny how some of these questions I repeatedly use the same decks, and it's the only deck I think of when I think of certain questions. So in that regard, this is another tarot tag that I'm doing that has my top 5 tarot decks ever in it, which has happened more often than not because they're my top 5 favorite. So anyway, so let's get on with the prompt. So number 1 is Artist Paint Palette. Deck with your favorite art. And this is the Encore Tarot by Chiara Marchetti. It's a magnetic box. This is the indie. I don't know that I don't think there's a mass market version of this, but it's red gilding. And you can see from the gilding, it's been used, well loved. It's gorgeous. The reason I bought this deck is the moon card. You see that fly? Something just flew through here. I love the moon card. This is my favorite moon card. It's just this sense of freedom in this card that just does something to my soul. And all of the cards are color-coded borders, which this deck is kind of also the exception to the rule because I hate borders, but yet I love this deck. It's a deck that as soon as I saw it, I needed it. It's that decadent box of chocolates for me. And I was like, I need this deck in my life. Well, then it went out of print. And I'm like, what? And he said, I'm not making any more. It's gone forever. And then suddenly, I think by popular demand, the coins are pentacles and they're green bordered, which is just freaking stunning. It's the ace. Majors are gray bordered. The wands are red bordered. I was devastated when I did not think I would ever see this deck in my hands. The cups are like a tan or like a fall brown golden color. And the swords are blue bordered. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, okay, I'll make more. And it came out and I immediately bought it. I was stalking him. The second this deck came out, I bought it, got it in the mail, and I've never looked back. When I have many Chair Marchetti decks. I love his artwork. I love the, like the magician here. I love this ancient ancestral feel to a lot of the deck. And I know a lot of people don't like digital art. I am here for it. He is the exception to the rule. I have like 6 of his decks, 6 or 7 maybe of his decks now, but, and I just saw, the Marchetti Tarot, which is an indie deck. Looks like it's getting ready to come out mass market, and I might pick it up because, I bought the mass market of the Mystic Palette Tarot. I was kind of disappointed, but it looks maybe like it's a little bit different on the cardstock on the new one. So, and if this one ever comes out mass market, I will be buying it because this is my favorite Marchetti deck. The minors all have a Palace card, which is, I mean, just the artwork is so stunning. So stunning. And he's very talented, and I love his work. Look at that Hermit. Ugh, stunning. Anyway, it may not be my favorite art, per se, but it's the most fancy, I think, of my it's my Decadent box of chocolates, but I do love the artwork. Love it. So that's number 1, and that's my top 3 deck ever. Number 2 is a book. Best tarot book or guidebook. Oh, I forgot to get the book out. I brought the deck out. I forgot to get the book. Hold on. Still looking. Hold on. Okay, I was starting to freak out because I'm like, where is this book? But it is The Bone, Stone, and Earthflesh Tarot Companion Book by Evelyn Cameron. The tarot deck and art is illustrated by Anna Torian. I got this really cool book, like Native American bookmark bookmark. There's like 10 pages to each card in here. She goes into so much detail. This book is fabulous. It inspires me to write more. This is the deck. It's out of print. At some point it will be mass market. But she goes into so much detail in the book. It's not even funny. Like, it's so good. So good. And so far, of all the tarot books I've gotten for decks, this is my favorite. And it's the most in-depth. And the way it reads is fabulous. And this is the deck. And it's so beautiful. Actually, let's look at the 4 of Pentacles here. Real quick. There. And, okay, so in each page, that's funny because I was looking for this one and I found the other one I was thinking about. That's weird. 4 of Pentacles. It's black and white in there. But it gives you 4 of Pentacles, Bone, Stone, and Earthflesh name, the Lady of Jewels. So it gives you a name for each thing or person in the card. Number is 4. Sephira, Chesed, or Mercy. Sephira 4 in Asaya, Action. Astrology, Sun, and Capricorn. Major Arcana, Emperor, and Temperance. So that's the cards that kind of go with that. Then she goes into the essence, and there's all these keywords. Then there's a narrative that gives you a background on the lady with the jewels. Then it gives you, in a reading, I mean, there's paragraphs of this stuff. Then a reversed, which is a huge thing. Then it gives you journal prompts. Describe an area of your life where you play the part of a miser. Are you content at managing your money? Are you materialistic? Do you look after your health? So it goes into a lot of detail. And I want to look real quick at the 7 of Cups, because he makes me think of another world. Like, he's the let's see, 7 Cups. I know it's the choice card, but it almost reminds me of, makes me think of, he's this, I I don't know why I always think of when I see this card, he makes me think he's a person in another world or a gateway of worlds coming together. And he's at this flea market of worlds gathered together. And it just says the charlatan is always there without fail. Every Saturday marketplace, he is there, peddling his wares. He is a cunning salesman, a predator behind a table of jewels. To fall into his trap is to lose your hard-earned money. He will make you want things you have never before considered. He will make you feel as though you simply cannot live without his trinkets. Once he has talked you into one of them, or one item, he will then talk you into another, until at last you leave his tent with more things than you are capable of carrying home. And it just keeps going on and on and on, and I'm like, oh, it's so good. So good. But I wanted to show you the deck too, because of course, it's beautiful. And we got to hurry this up because I'm already 11 minutes in and we got 8 more prompts to go. But yeah, that's my answer to Bone Stone and Earthflesh Tarot book. So number 3, Brain, deck that makes you dive deep. And it's that deck every time for me. By the way, the Bone Stone and Earthflesh Tarot is my number 2 deck ever. The Stretch Tarot is either 4 or 5. I'll go back and forth and I'll show you why here in a minute. This is the Make Playing Cards version. It's a linen cardstock, but it shuffles amazing. I use this this is a workhorse deck. I use it for past lives, for mediumship readings. You name it, it gets used for it. I absolutely love this deck. Like I said, it's number 4 in it, or number 5 in my list, depending on the day of the week it is. It has keywords on the minors. It's so stunning. I freaking love it to pieces. And every time I use it, it goes into deep dives. And this is why this is the deck on here for me. It's stunning and I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Like I said, it's either number 4 or number 5. I go back and forth all the time between these 2 decks. You'll see the other one here in a second. So that was number 3. Number 4, Coffee Tea, a deck that makes you feel cozy. And this will always be the deck that makes me feel cozy. I've got it in a wrap here. It is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. It is my forever cozy deck. It's my husband. He always knows when I'm filming, I swear. It's my forever cozy deck. I love it to pieces. I don't know what happened with the camera there. It is so stunning. I love it. It is that beautiful fall into darker time of the year deck for me. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah. What else could there be for a cozy fall deck but the Oak, Ash, and Thorn? So, that's the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. Okay, number 5, Cross Swords, a deck you use for ancestor work. And that is the Ancestor Path Tarot by Julia Cuccia Watts. I use this in conjunction with, what am I talking about? My, oh my gosh. Oh my god, my Colin Baron Reed Oracle deck. It's huge. Huge cards. But I love it to pieces. And I do, it's huge cards. I can barely get it in frame here. So stunning. And I haven't pulled this out in a while. I even forgot. I knew it said Ancestral in the name, but I forgot the name of the deck when I went to go do this video. I'm like, oh, it's the Ancestor deck. And yeah, I just love it, though. I use it specifically for ancestor work. And since I don't do a lot of ancestor work, I don't pull it out a whole lot. But when I do, bam, it's crazy. So that was number 5. Number 6, Crystal. Best or favorite gilded deck. And it's not a flashy one, but it's the Tarot Oneness. And you know what's running a hard second is the new Unicorn's Journey Tarot because it's paint gilded. But I love the cardstock on this. It's got the shimmy, and it's peach. Like, come on, peach. This deck is so stunning. And I want to get the, what do you call it? The mini, because there's a mini out on Etsy now. But I always feel like, oh, I've already got the deck. I don't need the mini. I don't need 2 versions of it. But there are so many decks I've gotten minis of, and I'm like, this should be one of them. It's so beautiful. I love it. I don't hardly use it because it's so beautiful and it's hard hitting and it's peach. So it may not be a flashy blingy, but that's my favorite. Like a matte. Number 7, Deserted Island deck, and that will be my forever number 1 deck ever. It is the Light Seers Tarot. This is the mass market version. I don't have the other version because I came to Tarot after it was already out of print, which is still a rub to me. This is my soul deck. This is my forever deck. If I could not, I've said it 1,000 times, if I could not have any other decks, this is the one deck I would have to keep, mostly for this card. It gets me through tough times, through the pandemic. If I ever feel sad or depressed, this deck pulls it out. It's my best friend that will give me the truth, even if I'm not wanting the truth. But it does it in a friendly, gentle way that it loves me. I love it. We could have a conversation, and 6 months later, I could pick it up after I haven't used it in 6 months, and we pick up the same conversation where we left off. It is my forever deck. So that is always going to be my Deserted Island deck. That was number 7. Number 8, Moon, your wisest deck. This is the deck that rotates between number 4 and 5. It is the Journey of the Sacred Bee. This is by Kelly Burton. This is also an indie deck. So we have, so far I've showed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 indie decks. And 2 mass market. Wow. Because Ancestral Path Tarot is a mass market. It's US Games. I've said it many times. This is my Hierophant deck. This is the deck. It helps me navigate everyday life. It helps me navigate the world at large. How I feel. How other people feel. Their perspective. My perspective. It's the Hierophant. My teacher. My forever teacher deck. And it's so stunning in the process. So stunning. And I love it so hard. And like I said, it rotates between the Stretch Tarot between 4 and number 5. Like I said, depends on what day of the week it is. Or what mood I'm in. These 2 decks rotate each other. So I don't know why that just went off. So we got, that was number 8, my Moon deck, your wisest deck. Number 9, Plane, a deck you use while traveling. And if you guys haven't noticed, I use this deck for every time this question pops up. It is the Tarot for the Great Outdoors. It is a mass market. It's by Skipstone Publishing. I got this last year for my birthday from my buddy at work. It actually came out the day before my birthday, and she got it, and I got it the day before my birthday. I etched it in the stark purple. The only thing I hate about this deck is the cardstock is paper thin. That shuffles, but it literally will bend like a rubber band. It bends back and forth. In that respect, though, it's great. It shuffles great. The images are stunning. The majors are all U.S. national parks. I've taken this every time I've traveled since I've got this deck. The day I got it, I was actually leaving town for a weekend getaway with my husband, camping. And I took this deck, and it was an immediate bond. And I'm like, I love you so much. And look how beautiful. The artwork is stunning. I just wish they'd have made the cardstock a little thicker. I mean, if it had been a hair thicker, this would have been a perfect deck. But I use this. This is my ultimate travel deck. It's got snowboarding. It's got ice fishing. It's got swimming. It's got it all for outdoors. Love this death card. And I love it so hard. And yeah, it's in my top 10 decks. And I never thought it would. It would. As soon as I got it, though, I'm like, yes, it's in my top 10 forever. So that's number 9. And the last question is number 10, Ribbon. Last deck that was gifted to you. And I thought it was the Klimt Tarot that my buddy, it's the same buddy that got me last year for Secret Santa. I was like, oh, and then I forgot she bought me these cards for my birthday this year, because I'm like, we're started to basically send each other our wish list, because she also dabbles in tarot. She doesn't read it, but she likes every now and then getting a deck. But this is the Christopher Lacroix playing cards. I've wanted these forever, and it's so fancy. Both decks are exactly the same, just the boxes are different. And I forgot, I think I unlocked, and it's just so stunning. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, I think the backs are different too, but it's traditional playing card size. But every card is different. Every card is stunning. And yeah, this is a very, very fancy playing card deck. And as a person that sneaks playing cards into readings, this is fabulous. I love it. Love it hard. But it is super beautiful, super fancy. I've been wanting this for a long time. It's been on my wish list for a long time. And then she was like, send me your wish list on Amazon. And I did, and she bought it. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, it's a stunning, stunning, stunning deck. Like I said, both decks are, that one's in order. This one is not, because this is the one I did the walkthrough with. But if you see, yeah, the backs are the same. Well, no, there's a couple of different color, a little bit different color. But this one I opened, this one I was like, oh, it's the same. But it's a fancy, nice, fancy, hard box, too. It's very fancy, and it's a magnetic closure. Stunning, stunning, stunning. But that is all my decks, for this prompt or video. It is the hashtag tarot emoji match. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good day.